Good afternoon, it's Nicholas from Gandor Gaming, and today I bring you guys my OP07 Vegapunk deck profile 2024 post everything. So let's get straight into this. So Vegapunk is the modern day Iceberg. If you don't know, Iceberg came out in OP03, and he was our first non-attacking leader who basically had the effect where you -1 Dawn to cheat out a 5 cost or less, what's it called, Gali Law character directly from the hand. And Vegapunk does basically the same thing, but better. He's yellow, so he has a big access to the yellow card pool, which is inherently stronger than a purple card pool. He also, instead of playing it, he has the option of putting it into life. And also, basically, it's that simple. The fact he has the option that he can put characters into life is really, really strong. Now, he is a 2-life leader, which is a big downside. Basically saying, hey, he's only 2 life, so your opponent can easily rush him down, and it won't be a good day for you. And he has some other drawbacks, which we'll get into. You can out-resource him like Enel, but unlike Enel, he can't live forever. So Vegapunk can lose that way as well. But like Iceberg, he cheats out bodies very, very easily, big bodies too. And he is a very resilient leader in the sense that you'll be healing every turn and pumping out some really good cards. So let's get straight into this. So first things first, this is a budget version. I do not have 10 cost ace. They're like $33 each. I didn't want to play a pay set, which would be $140. So if you really want to play Vegapunk or Enel in this case, I would pick up the aces. I personally just didn't because I'm not an Enel player, so you just got to deal with that. First things first, I'm playing 4 Yamato, the budget 10 drop ace. I know most builds play 4 Yamato, 4 A's. We're just playing the 4 Yamatos because Yamato is still insane for this deck. It's a 9 cost, 9k on play, KO to one of your opponent's characters, equal to or less than the total life of you and your opponents. And then if you're 1 or less life, basically just heal 1. This card's our boss monster deck. It heals us when we're at 1 life, which we're a 2-life leader, so that's very easy. KO's cards, which is really good. And it's just a 9 cost, which is really, really strong. Next, we're playing 2 Enel. Now, I have seen some builds playing 4 Enel, and they're playing like I Am God in order to just cheat them out easy because you are a 4-life leader. 2-life leader, my apologies. And the idea there is that I Am God is basically free in this deck. And the idea is you're going to go super aggro and just be cheating out Enels. The only issue is that since you're playing such a large pool of Vegapunk cards, it's not very consistent to be playing 4 Enel and 4 I Am God without playing an entire Skypiea package, which we are not. So I just figured instead of playing the I Am Gods and the 4 Enels, I decided to just go with 2 Enels and test from there. But maybe in the comments you can tell me maybe there's a Skypiea engine we can be playing in this deck. But for now, I think 2 Enel is fine. Really, really great rusher, 7 costs. If you would be ever removed from play, basically you can minus a life instead, which is really, really good. Next, we're playing 4 Rocket Luffy. This card's absolutely insane. If you've been following the competitive scene, you've definitely seen this in Enel, and definitely have seen this card. And of course, Black Yellow Luffy, and maybe Blue Yellow Ace. This card's absolutely insane. Activate main, you can trash this character, and then if you have 2 or less life, KO to one of your opponent's 4 or less, then draw 1. And then it's triggered, it says, hey, KO 4 or less, which is absolutely insane. It's one of the best yellow cards in the game, and he's just really, really good. Because he is egghead, you can put him into life, so he's just basically a free KO, or you can play him out for free. This is a free 6k that can also pop itself to draw 1, which is really good. Next, we're playing 4 York. A lot of people don't like York. I'm actually kind of surprised. We don't use her on play that often. Her on play effect says, hey, you may add a top card or bottom card of your life to your hand, KO or 2 less. But it does come up because you can KO some little blockers or some of those like vanilla dudes. But it's triggered just says, hey, if your leader is Vegapunk, play it for free. So my hypothesis for this is my concept is you just want to be playing as many 5 cost 6Ks as possible that can cheat themselves directly from life. And you just want to spam the field with them, get like 5 of these onto the field, and then just win game that way. At least that's my theory on the deck. You just have to take it for what it is. Next we're playing 4 Atlas. They all have the trigger if your leader is Vegapunk, play this card. This card basically says, hey, if you have less life than your opponent, this card cannot be KO'd by battle, which is absolutely insane. And it's a fantastic card in general. Really, really great monster. Basically says, I am amazing, I am incredible, I am a 6K that can't be KO'd by battle. And if you keep putting me in life, I'll just keep summoning myself, which is really, really good. We're also playing for Shaka. Shaka's absolutely insane. Same gimmick, he's just a blocker. But he also, if your leader is Vegapunk, just plays himself in life. So you can put any of these guys into life, and they're just free 6Ks to summon themselves, which is really, really good. We're also playing for Pythagoras. This card's absolutely insane. This is probably one of the best out of the four. Basically, on KO, if you're 2 or less life, which you always will be, basically, you're going to play one 8-hit type character with 4 or less directly from the trash rested, which is really, really good. We have some really great targets to help filter out our hands, or just put even more pressure onto the field. So that is it for our 5-cost characters. Let's talk about our 4-cost characters. So first things first, we're playing 4 Frankie Nosuke, or just Frankie. This isn't Wano. I don't know why I call him Frankie Nosuke. Basically, Frankie just has the trigger effect. Draw 1, then if you have 1 or less life, play this character, which is really, really good. He's very generic, so you can definitely see him in decks against like Inel and stuff. Or you can Katakuri. He's a 2-cost. 4-cost 5K with 2K counter, which is really, really good. We're also playing for Edison, of course. As you know, I've been playing this card in almost any yellow deck I can play him. This card's really, really great. On play, if your life is 2 or less, draw 2, trash 2, which is really, really insane. And then, of course, if your leader is Vegapunk, play this card, which is absolutely incredible. He's the number 2K, which is really, really good. We're also playing for Nico Robin. This card also helps us filter our hand, and this card is a trigger. Just draw 2 cards. This is our Pot of Greed deck, which is really, really good. Not to mention, it's not a worse beat stick. It is just a 3/4, which is pretty decent. And then finally, for our last actual monster, we're playing 4 of our lovely, lovely Lilith. This card's absolutely insane. Basically, on play, load the top cards of your deck, add it up to 1 8-hit type character for your deck to hand, and place the rest at the bottom in any order. This is our Nami deck. Also, it's a Vegapunk, so if your leader is Vegapunk, play this card, so you don't even mind putting in life either. And finally, we're also playing for Usopp. This card's absolutely insane as a 2K. Basically, it's a 1-cost that says, hey, not only am I a 2K, but also trigger if your leader is Egghead, your leader or one of your characters gain 2,000 power to the end of the next turn. So not only does it boost one of these guys to make them a 7K or an 8K until the end of the next turn, but also you can just do it a leader and make him a 7K leader. Now, sadly, he cannot attack, so it doesn't help during your opponent's turn, but it does definitely help you with one of your characters. And then finally, for the last card we're playing for We Are Krazar Help. This card's really, really good. This is our 1-cost event. Basically, 1,000 counter. Well, it's a 1-cost. Basically, 1-cost event. If you're 2 or less life, you gain 3,000 power. And then trigger, play one of your 8K type characters with 5 or less from trash. Really insane card, and just a fantastic card that you can also put into life off Vegapunk's ability. So, fantastic card overall. Very protected deck, very resilient deck. You just have to worry about your opponents out-resourcing your hand. You just want to put a lot of pressure on them on the early game and just go from there. So, anyway, hope you all enjoy. Like the deck profile, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.